All right, we are in knowledge check 19.5.1. Let's go ahead and load our Tidyverse and Complete Journey libraries. All right, so the first one is, let's go ahead and look at the demographics data that is provided by Complete Journey, and we see we have an income variable here. And so number one says create a bar plot of the income variable in demographics. So we can do that, and all we need to do is pass income and then use geom_bar to get our bar plot. There we go. So we can see we have all the different levels. They're a little bit collapsed here, so maybe one thing we could do to make this even easier to read is let's go ahead and flip our coordinate system. And there we go. We have under 15K, 15 to 24K, 25 to 34K, and so on. All right, so number two says, now recode the levels of the income variable so that you have 3 income levels. Basically, we want to collapse a bunch of these different income levels into one of 3 groups: low income, middle income, and upper income. All right, so to do this, here is what we're going to do. First of all, let's go ahead and we want to take our demographics data. And in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to mutate, and what we're gonna do is keep the same variable name. So here we're gonna just take the income variable and we're gonna transform it in a way. And how we're gonna transform it is, well, we're gonna use factor collapse. Okay. Now there's actually a couple different ways we could do this. You could use the factor recode, but lots of times if you want to take multiple categories or levels and collapse them down into an individual new level, factor collapse is faster and easier to do. All right, so the 3 levels, we want to have a low income, we want to have a middle income, and we want to have an upper income. Okay. So for each one of these, we're going to have to list the existing factor levels that we want to basically collapse into these one of 3. All right, so for the low income, it said 50. Here it says let's collapse everything that's 50,000 or less. Okay, or everything under 50,000. So this is going to include under 15K. And this is going to also include the 15 to 24. All right, so we finished this. And the way I have it here is we've got our low income, middle income, and upper income. And you can see that we've listed all of the individual levels, the prior levels that we want to group into each of these 3 levels. All right, so now if we run this, we can see income. Now we see low income, middle income, and if we want to just make sure that we didn't miss any groupings, I can just go ahead and do count and income, and I see, okay, so I've got all observations are either within low income, middle income, and upper income. All right, so I caught all of the prior levels and have grouped them into one of those 3.